the change. Okay, there we go. We are live now. Okay, we are live on YouTube now. Finally, jeez. Okay, hit the wrong button. Okay, we're back. We're ready to go. Everything's fine. Got my trusty friend here. Always got to use the right tools when you're building something or when you're making something. I don't know. I know what's the terminology for animating. Okay, we just drawing. That's what it is. Okay. Okay, here we go. Everything's fine. We all good. We all good in the hood. Hold up. Okay. How's everyone else doing? Jeez, let me move this camera. Oh, yeah, there we go. Much better. Okay, just making sure everything is running smoothly. I don't wanna, I don't wanna be streaming and then I'm not really streaming. You know what I mean? So I think things are working fine. This camera is way too high. I'm sorry, my arm is in the way. I just need to. The camera for my stream is just. That's much better. Because I was using this camera for reference. So normally when I animate, I use the camera for reference. I can record my own reference. And then I basically rotoscope certain stuff. I needed to record a reference for my animation stuff. Because it's always good to have reference. So that you know exactly where things are going to be. Let me just move my chat somewhere where I can see. Yeah, let's move it all the way. That's a bit of a head turner though. Can I? Oh yeah, let's just move it in the center of the screen over here. I can see my chat. Yeah, let's make it's like a little small window. Yeah, now I can kind of see my chat and what exactly is going on here. Okay, cool. What else is everyone else? What's everyone else up to tonight on this beautiful Saturday South African night? I don't know, like what's the times for other people in the world right now? Like it should be it's 8 o'clock now, which means I think it's EST time. It should be is it Eastern Standard Time? It should be about 8. It should be about 2 o'clock, I guess, in the afternoon, right, or something like that. I don't know. It's something. That's what I can say. It's something somewhere, and that's what it is. That's just what it is. That's what it will be. That's what it is. Yeah, there's a lot of. So far, I've been grinding through these animation scenes, trying to get it done. The key thing that I realized this is just for anyone working on animation stuff. The key thing to help you specifically for a contest, if you're doing an animation contest and you have a very, let's say, close deadline, deadline's right around the corner, you have a very close deadline. The best thing to do is, if you have a bunch of shots like that you have to animate, best thing to do is to pick your shot that you want to kind of display all the skills and stuff that you've learned. That is the best thing to do if you're going to pump out a bunch of scenes, because then the other scenes, you don't have to worry that much about it. You can just get it out there. It doesn't have to look good. It just has to look decent enough, and it has to just flow and pass for what it is. That's kind of what I did here. Hey, Pix Animates, Mr. Pix, welcome. Or Mrs. I don't know what Eugene is, man. But just welcome to the stream. Pixinator. Pixamator. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully your animation's going well. Because I know you're also in the contest. For those of you who don't know, the Pixman himself has joined me on my live stream on YouTube. My eye's itching. Hold on. Goddamn. Okay, got it. Fuck. Okay, it's fixed. Also, I've been getting my rank up in Tekken as well. I'm back up to my not grass, Grandmaster rank up in Tekken. Grandmaster rank, because that's where I left off last time I played Tekken. I was up in Grandmaster rank, and now I'm back there. It's pretty hard to get higher than that right now. It's freaking struggle. But yeah, I barely have time for any tech. Well, I leave because what happens is when I'm searching for online matches on tech, and I animate. So in the meantime, while I'm animating, and or while I'm rendering a scene, I normally play some Tekken while I wait for the render to finish. You know, because there's nothing else to do. I have to just wait for the render, especially if it's a very long ass render. But yeah, this scene is it's a pretty short scene. There's a bunch of short scenes that I pumped out today. I finished like 4 animated scenes today, like 4. So, but they very small scenes. They're about 24 frames, and for most of them, I haven't worked on all 24 frames, or let's say 12, all 12 frames if you do it in twos. Basically, how I did it was I just kind of, it depends on like the speed of the scene as well. So a lot of them were quite, they weren't as emotive as other scenes. So I could actually be quite generous with how I spaced the keyframes out, and it actually helped. So I'm gonna show you guys. This shot is just gonna be a slow motion like pan shot, basically like a slow motion pan shot. So for those who don't know what panning is, I'm pretty sure you do. It's like when the camera moves, in a certain direction, just like slowly pans over something. It can speed fully. You can do it really fast as well if you want to. I've seen some action moves that do that, but it's, yeah, if you want to actually know what you're doing. So it's just a slow pan down from here, and there's gonna be very little movement in the shot. It's almost gonna be like it's not like no one's moving at all except for the hair and clothing articles, like the article of clothing basically. So basically the shirts or whatever's gonna move a bit. I don't want to get spoiled, but can you explain plot of the short film in brief so we get an idea? Okay, so my short film, this is explaining the plot of my short film. So my short film is based on my webcomic Kill All the Heroes. Now, basically the plot line of that is basically this guy who's going on a rampage, killing every hero he sees, like basically just murdering them, because what happened was back when he was younger, a hero kind of killed off his whole family. We don't know why yet, because I also don't know why yet. I'm still figuring out the plot along the lines of what exactly is going to happen. But basically, so the hero killed his entire family, and he's seeking revenge, and he feels the best way to exert his revenge is to kill all the heroes. Just kill everyone, right? But specifically for the short film, the storyline for this is it's linked to that, but mainly it's just a fight scene based on that comic and based on the 2 characters that's in the comic, which is Luna, she's a villain actually. So it's Luna and my main character Nathan, who is on this hero killing spree. So they kind of clash paths here, because what happened was in the comic, there was this point when the heroes captured, the villains captured Nathan, and they're trying to like kind of bring them to their side, because he's kind of doing their work for them. He's going around killing heroes, which is kind of what the villains want. So they thought it would be kind of cool if he could join them, because he's quite powerful and he's just he murdered like one of the most powerful superheroes. So they thought basically, okay, you can join me. And I know this isn't brief, but this is just the background to what's about to unfold here. So that's basically what's happened. So this happens after season 1. That all happens in season 1 of my webcomic. But basically, this short film takes place after that, all those events in season 1. And you don't actually have to read the comic to know exactly what's going on, because it's spelled out quite easily in the short film. Basically, Nathan, there's a bounty on Nathan's head in the short film. Okay, I'm gonna really, I'm gonna break it down to its bare minimum now. Okay, this is the exact briefing. Okay, there's a bounty on Nathan's head. The villains want to kill Nathan because he's a threat to them. Because now he's like unchained basically. He doesn't want to work with them because he hates villains just as much as he hates heroes. So now they kind of want to take him out, and they're sending Luna. Luna's the lady who's attacking him, and she's kind of like a bounty hunter. She, the villains call her up, or whoever. It doesn't even have to be a villain. Anyone calls her up, she's in for the kill. She's in it for the money. So basically, you tell her, hey, I put 1 million on this guy's head, and she's kind of like a bounty hunter. She goes out and kills whoever she has to. So the bounty is on this guy's head right now. Okay, I don't know what the bounty is. I'm probably gonna put on some ridiculous number, but they don't specify the bounty in this thing as well. But basically, she's now going after his head, and yeah, so she's a bounty hunter. Yes, she's a bounty hunter. So she's going for his head. He's obviously trying to prevent her from killing him, and they just basically brawling it out is what's happening. That's basically the gist of the short film. She wants to kill him. He doesn't want. Well, it's not that he doesn't want. He's trying to prevent her from killing him, and the fight breaks out. And yeah, basically just two people clashing together. Yeah. But I wanted to give the entire backstory to these characters, and basically the property that I'm working on, because it kind of it adds more to the story. And you'll see in the short film there's glimpses of backstory to these characters as well. So that's what I kind of did. I just threw a little, just a little flavor in there. I didn't want to give away too much because obviously the series is ongoing. So I just threw in a little bit of spice here and there. Spice doesn't hurt anyone. No barbecue spice. Throw it in there. It's good for you. So yeah, that's basically, yeah, I think I covered everything. So yeah, they just clashing heads. One doesn't want to die. One wants to kill him. So yeah. Oh, did the music stop, or is the music still going? Hold on. Oh, the music is going. It's just very soft. Hold on. Pump it up just a bit. Maybe it might be too loud. Hold on. There we go. Is this available on Webtoon? Yes, you can head over to Webtoon. It should still be there. Kill all the heroes. I think there is a link in my description for all my links are in the description if you want to check it out. There's a Linktree link there, and you can probably check it out there. That comic that I did as well was an entry for the call to action contest, which was a Webtoon contest, and yeah, I did it for that contest, and then it kind of unfolded into this entire thing now. But yeah, I thought it'll be easier just to base an animation on these characters that I've already created. It was either this or the Merchant of Ignatius, which is my other comic. Because obviously there's lore behind it, there's characters already developed, and it's just easier to grab something that is already put together and developed. I'll be interested to see. I wonder if anyone else is gonna do a great, like a very epic fight scene or whatever in the contest. That'll be cool. I'd like to see everyone else's work. How much time did it take you to develop this webtoon? It didn't take me that long time. I didn't plan for it. Because for those of you who don't know, I don't plan. Okay, I go in and I just do it. I just do it. I plan. I plan it along the way. So like it's not necessarily I've like points. I have like bullet points in my head, like the key parts of the comic or storyline that I want to touch base on. But normally the in-betweens I just kind of make up as I go along, because that's just, I feel like it just flows better that way. I can kind of be quite flexible, my story, not being like pinned down by any like storyline or whatever. So that's kind of how I go about doing it. I want to start making a webtoon, but I'm a little scared about if it will take me forever. Same. I also don't plan to too much. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, I've started my webtoons. Both my webtoon are this two. I think two other small projects that I worked on for webtoon, and the two main stories that I'm working on, the Merchant of Ignatius, Kill All Heroes. Those things have kind of, I think it's like 2 years of me working on them technically. Well, if you kind of narrow it down, each comic, you can say 6 months, so far for each season that I've worked on, which is each one has one season. So I'm planning on to only, I normally do I'm doing 3 seasons. So for each story that I'm doing. So it's kind of like a third is done already. And then I'm doing another third and another third, and that'll be done. So it'll be done in the next 2 years. So, it's just gonna take time. It's just one of those things that does take time. One of my friends, Yuning, shout out to Yuning. If you want to know more about Webtoon, well, she doesn't. She's kind of completed a Webtoon and she's a slacker. So she just gave up. Well, I don't know if she gave up. She might have other webtoons in the future, but it took her 5 years to complete her webtoon. I have a friend, Hobbish, who will be voice acting in this short film as well. She amazing voice acting. Like, god damn, she did a very good job. She undersold it for me. And like listening to her voice acting is pretty cool. She even did some really cool evil laughs and stuff. Like it's way better than my voice acting, I think. Um, at least she's a pretty good actor. I would say that. Maybe that's why she's so well known. She's quite famous. So so yeah, so she also has been working on. I don't know how long she's been working on a webtoon. Maybe also like a year, 2 years, maybe. She's been working on her webtoon 2 years now. Who else? Good for you. Thanks, man. Yeah, who else? I have other friends working on webtoons as well, but some of them haven't actually finished the webtoon, or they just, they don't have it in them to finish it anymore. Some of them have just started the webtoon, so yeah, it's gonna take as long as it's gonna take. Oh yeah, I know someone who's been working on this for 10 years, not even completed yet. It's 10 years. So it depends. I always say don't go in big. Don't go in big. Don't expect. Don't try small storylines. Like not as big. Or you can do what I'm doing, because my stories are all kind of linked in a connective universe, so to say. So I don't have to tell big stories. All I have to do is tell small stories from different points of view, like within that universe. So you can kind of link it together by yourself. So you could do it that way. You could do short stories. You can start off with maybe a shorter story. Maybe I would say start out with something like a short story, basically. Make it like about 12 episodes each season. Like you can have seasonal breaks as well. So you can do 12 episodes, take a break, do 12 episodes, take a hiatus, do 12 episodes. And the hiatus can be like a week. It can be 3 days. It can be like however you set the time, obviously. So yeah, you can do that. That's how I'm doing mine, and it's much more comfortable to do it that way. Like the next season of my comic, The Merchant of Ignatius, which is the next one. Oh, well, it was the first one I did. So I'm hopping back to that one for season 2. And basically, what I'm doing with that one is I'm going to finish. I'm going to finish the drawing and putting together the entire second season, then only starting to upload it. So that way, I don't have to be strapped by a deadline, and I can work with it. I can work on it with my own pace. Like I don't have to be rushed. So that's what I'm doing for the next season. And then I also want to create a actual physical copy of The Merchant of Ignatius season 1. So that's what I want to do. I want to kind of remaster it into its physical copy, and I want to clean up some of the artwork. I've progressed to my art style, and my skill has improved quite a bit. So like I want to kind of implement that into the physical copy that's going to come out. I might actually only produce like 3 physical copies to see how it goes. Obviously, if there's a higher demand, I'll make more and put together more. But yeah, we'll see how that one goes. Eventually, I want to probably go to conventions, like comic conventions and stuff like that. And probably set up my own booth and sell the stuff as well. Will it be available to purchase from India? Yeah, that's the thing as well. Those physical copies, I'm planning I might be able to ship them like overseas. I'm still looking at if it's worth it or not, like what's the pricing. So that's all stuff that I still have to iron out a bit. I'm not sure how it will like impact me living in South Africa, and how like the shipping will work and stuff like that. So that's all stuff I'm looking into. I definitely want to make it more like an international thing where I can obviously send it wherever I want to send it, and yeah, so yeah, if I figured it out, it could be available in India. In if you lived in like Iceland, it should be available if I figured it out. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes as well. I might actually put together. I'm thinking of putting together a website for that. If it might be easier to do that way, but we'll see. It's a lot of cogs, a lot of cogs and stuff, turning now in my head, trying to figure it out. But yeah, obviously that's something that I plan to do in the future. So we'll see how that goes. First, I have to find the publishing place that's gonna publish my comics and stuff like that. I have to actually go look for who's gonna publish the stuff, where can I publish it, how much it's gonna cost, what's the cheapest like way or the most beneficial way for me to kind of export this, because obviously it's gonna cost some cash and I don't want it to cost and like an ungodly amount of money. So I gotta figure it out myself. So do you use Photoshop or Clip Studio or any other software for making webtoons? I use Clip Studio. I do have Photoshop, but I'm out of Photoshop. Like it takes too long to open. I had too much problems with it. It's fine, you can use it, but I feel like Clip Studio is much more efficient for me. It has the format down. It has everything that I need for it. It has like templates. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I use Clip Studio now. I do use Blender for my 3D model like backgrounds. So I make my backgrounds in Blender, and then I kind of export it with because in Blender you can obviously project these like grease pencil lines onto the buildings and stuff like that. And I think moving forward I'm gonna do that. And normally I actually just I render them out with the materials on them in Blender, but I think moving forward, I think I'm not going to do that. I think I'm just gonna render out the line work and then color it in Clip Studio Paint, because I feel like that would add more to the I think consistency. Unless I figure out a material system in Blender that kind of fits well with my comic style. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I like experimenting with these type of stuff and like figuring it out, So we'll see how it goes. There's a lot of stuff I want to do. Eventually I'll probably hire someone, to help me out. If I get enough cash or together or whatever. But that's another future thing that I want to do. Whether or not, I don't know if I'm gonna hire someone from. I would like to actually hire someone and work with him from South Africa, because I feel like that will be helping out my country and the people that's here. I feel like I will be like giving back to the people here. So, and obviously, if it's a younger person, I can kind of take them under my wing and show them exactly how to animate and whatever. Because I think, yeah, I think I'll take them on for my animation work mostly when it comes to 2D animation. I'm thinking of putting together a Discord for that as well. Like maybe I want to work with people, not just only in South Africa and overseas and stuff like that. So that's another thing that's in the background. There's so much that I have to do, but yeah, not all of them will fall through. Obviously, it depends. Like, I'll see the situation. Right now in South Africa, we have load shedding, no power. So I'm sorting that out first. I want to get a generator that I can use for my entire house. Right now I only have a thing for the PC and this light. We have like a few other lights around the house that doesn't work with the our electricity system. Obviously, like you charge them and they work the way they work. But yeah, that's another thing that that's the first thing I want to sort out, because obviously how can I produce content for you guys if I don't have power? So that's the first thing I want to nail down and get power. Get the power together. And then yeah, then that's sorted. I'm also getting a new fancy chair that can actually help me with my neck, because there's nothing supporting my neck here, because this chair doesn't go all the way up. So like every time I'm sitting, like I'm kind of like holding my neck in a certain position, and it just kind of hurts after a while, after hours of sitting. So want to get a new chair. I'm also planning maybe in the future to get a standing desk, because another thing I'm looking into. I'm not going through a lot of ergonomical stuff for my setup and everything, trying to make the best possible situation for me to work without straining my hands, my wrists, my neck, my back, everything. I was so obviously my health is the most important thing to me, so I kind of want to look into that more, get everything sorted, because I sit for hours by the computer, just going to town on these animations, just grinding through them. And sometimes, my body can't keep up with me, because my body is just like, hey man, hey, it's me, it's your wrists. Yeah, we can't. We can't anymore, guy. You're gonna have to go on without us. And then my wrists is just like, nah. And then I gotta rest. Yeah, but that's just part of life. We're not machines. We just have to deal with that stuff. But that's why I want to get like all these things. I can actually work for longer without straining my body. So that's also what I want to do. Spend too much time, actually very bad. Yeah, spending too much time by PC is also quite bad. That's why, like on weekends, I go out hiking. Every Friday, I go out to family. Go to my in-laws. We have like a supper there, and then Sundays we have lunch here by my parents, like in their house there. So yeah, because we live in a big compound, so our house is like upstairs, and then my parents' house is on the other side of the compound, and then you know my grandma also lives in the compound. So like we all kind of in this giant compound, if you think about it. And yeah, so that's pretty cool, because it's easier, it's more convenient to me then I can just like walk over to my parents. You know, I don't have to worry about driving out anywhere, and my in-laws don't live too far from me, so I can drive wherever. By the way, would you like to listen to a brief on of my plot of my story? Yeah, 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 yeah. I would like to hear that. Put it out there, man. How's everyone on TikTok doing? You guys doing okay? Welcome to the stream. If you're just joining, working on some animation. Let me just check how much power do I have left. I gotta check. We have 50%. So we have an hour left. The power goes on at 10. Oof, that's not gonna last long. Yeah, so we basically have an hour left. Um, that's what we have. Unfortunately, I would love to stream much longer, but that's the power I have right there. So yeah. And so how long we streaming now? For about 30 minutes. So another 30, another 30. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start conserving power after that. At least keep the Wi-Fi on. And then the power should shoot on from there, hopefully. But yeah, I'll stream as long as I can, before the power goes out. So it's basically a story of three people who go to a mysterious island in the middle of the ocean. This is a Pixman's plot, of his story. So it's basically a story of three people who go to a mysterious island in the middle of the ocean, and things turn bad when a wolf jumps out of nowhere, killing one person. Okay, damn. That's a very straightforward, like, this thing could actually happen to you type story. I like that. That's cool, man. Like to see that in action. I like to see. I'm not really good at drawing animals as well, so I like to see how you draw that, because yeah, I'm suck at animals. I can kind of get a general shape of the animals, but yeah, it's not good. My animals are bad. Is bad. Is not good. They were basically archaeologists looking for artifacts. Oh, interesting. That's cool. And they found a mysterious cave in which the table was presented and skeletons were hanging from the top. Oh, damn. That's a interesting. That's a very eerie. That can actually be a very, very well composed scene. Actually, we put that together pretty well. The hair comes here. I wonder if I should do the hair. I should have done the hair on a separate layer, maybe. That's fine. I'll figure it out. Should have done it on a separate layer. It would have been easier to manipulate the hair that way, but okay, it's fine. We just drop these layers. I don't think we need them. Well, it's not too late to still do the hair on a different layer. Yeah, let's do a hair. Let's do the hair on a different layer, because I don't want to like physically actually draw and animate the hair every frame. I want to just kind of like tween it in a way. Um, so I just want to move this to the hair layer. Yeah, and I just want to move his hair to the hair layer as well. Just grab all that hair. That's all the hair. Yep. Move it to the hair layer. Okay, and then just hide it. I just wanted to do this back part behind the hair. Trying to think now. But then that means the head must be in front. Huh. Gonna have to figure out a smart way. Let's do B. Yeah, let's just name it B for body. And that's gonna be kind of the front layer. Oh, there we go. How's everyone else doing? Everyone else doing good? That's gonna be the front layer of the. Let me just. I didn't actually add some detail to the ear here. Thank you. My name in the Discord group is how I'm gonna pronounce this. Aditya Pandey. Pandey. I have uploaded some screenshots of my phone there. Okay. Yeah, I haven't been on a Discord in a while. I've been too kind of zoned in on my animation, so I'll check it out when I can. Um, I just wanna. Okay, so I just want to, because this is the only way we're gonna get this right. If we change this to hair, let me change this to H full. How much time we have left? Okay, we're still actually on an hour. Maybe it's like an hour and a half or something. Okay, if that's the case, that's fine. We can chill and like do another like half an hour with the stream. So I'm all up for that. I enjoy streaming. So uh-huh. Uh-huh. How's everyone else doing on TikTok? Doing good? Oh yeah, that's the hair. This is gonna be the head. So I'm going to have to move all his entire head over to that layer. Better move it all over. And I have a question. Yes. Ask away, my friend. You don't even have to tell me that you have a question. Just ask the question. It's regarding my animation portfolio. Animation portfolio? What about it? Wanna know the best way to do a portfolio or something? Hello, it's been a while since K caught a since I caught a I think that's what he meant. Since I caught a chainsaw stream. Hey, just welcome to the stream. You're working on the animation that you did your amazing voice acting on. I just have to freaking hair, different layer, head, different layer, body, different layer. Only thing I have to do now, Jess, is just freaking get this thing out. I've been pumping out. I finished like 4 scenes today. Well, this is my fourth one technically, so I'm on a roll today. If I use if I use characters from an anime like Demon Slayer to make a fan animation of the fight scene, portray it in my own style, and upload it to my portfolio, will it cause any legal issues? No, it shouldn't. You're just basically displaying your skill on characters that already exist. It shouldn't actually be a problem because it's just for a portfolio. I've seen a lot of people do all types of like anime and whatever in their portfolio. As long as it's they're not claiming it as their own. They're saying I used these characters from this certain anime or whatever, and they portray it in their portfolio or whatever. I haven't done anything productive. I got Yuning disease. We were just talking about Yuning in a stream earlier. Yeah, Ewing disease, guys. Let me tell you something. There's Ewing disease out there, and if you catch it, goddamn, may God have mercy on your soul, because you will never get anything done. You'll never get anything done, guys. You will just sit there and play what like games or whatever, and you'll probably won't brush your teeth and make up your bed. That's just it's what Ewing disease helps you. Yeah, that's what it does. It's what it is. Okay, you just randomly just stop brushing your teeth and you just don't wake up your bed. And then sometimes you just slack off randomly. That's what happens. That's why, guys, it's a real disease. Watch out for Ewing disease, guys. Just stay away. The only way you can contract Ewing disease is if you come in contact with a female, and I say female because we're not sure yet. She could be anything right now. I haven't seen her in real life, so she could be anything. We don't know, okay? But from what I have heard, she's female. She's Asian. Okay, that's the two distinguishing factors. She's female, she's Asian, and she is kind of creepy. So you just stay clear. You stay clear of this person. Even the disease is so potent, it might even get you online, guys. It might even get you online if you come in contact with this person. Just be aware of that. Just stay clear, okay? Only those with strong wills and great hearts can handle the uning. Okay, it's pretty tough, you know. Now me, I'm awesome. So you see, the thing is, doesn't affect me because I'm chainsaw. You know, I'm awesome. You see what I'm saying? So just don't come in contact with uning disease. Be careful about it. Keep it up. Thanks. Goddamn. Okay. Well, what is your what was your question, Pix? What do you say? I will add a disclaimer like these characters belong to a respective own. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's good. As long as you make a disclaimer, you specify that these artworks are based on specific character, you know, in, you know, media or wherever. I've held off the Ewing disease for a year. Finally got me. And Ewing disease is a bitch, Jess. You gotta be careful. You gotta watch out. You gotta watch out for that Ewing disease, you know. You gotta join my streams more. That's the problem. You're not joining my streams more. You see, catching chainsaw disease is not even a disease. It's more like like a immune booster. That's what it is. You catch the chainsaw immune booster, it gets rid of the Ewing disease. Just pushes it out of the door. It immediately gets rid of it. It's like an anti, you know, Ewing destroyer. You know, that's what you need to do. You need to come more to the streams. I have the antidote over here. Okay, you come over here. I give you a nice heaping dose of awesomeness. You know, and that should push away the Ewing disease. I almost knocked over my cup, but you know, I would have done it in a cool way. So you see what I'm saying? You gotta come more over here to the chainsaw side. You see what I'm saying? After you dealt with the Ewing streams, you come over here for palette cleanser, you know, and I'll deal with whatever, you know, motivation issues you have. We come over here, we grind, okay? I don't want to see any slacking over here. There's no slacking, just grinding over here, okay? We work. If you're not working, I don't know, guys. You're not doing it right. You're not doing life right. You gotta work. You always gotta work on stuff, okay? You gotta work on yourself. You gotta work on the house. You gotta work on the car. You gotta work on making up your bed. You gotta work on brushing your teeth, okay? You always have to work on something, okay? Even if it's, you know. Now, I'm not saying video games is bad, man. Sometimes you gotta take a break, you know? You gotta work on taking a break, yeah. You know, but don't procrastinate too long, you know, because then you get Ewing disease again, you know. You can't be chilling around too long. You get that Ewing disease, that Ewing action gonna hit you. Okay, you gotta watch out for that. Gotta be careful. Now, yeah, that's just what it is. I can't say that I ever had Ewing disease. Maybe when I was younger. I don't know. Work is a way of life. Hell yeah. You see, Pix knows. He knows. He knows what's up. Damn, I'm making chicken now. It's working already. Hell yeah. You see, that's what I'm saying. You come over here, I have the antidote. You know, you want some motivation, you want some inspiration. You come over here, okay? I'll handle that for you. I got you. Okay? You come over here, I'll handle you. I'm just trying to figure out, freaking confusing myself with the layers because I'm talking so damn much. But this is the hair layer. Just want to close it up a bit. So that's the hair. Gotta be careful when you head over to Ewing streams, guys. You gotta do it. You gotta stay careful, you know. I wonder if Ewing's gonna see this. What would she say? She probably wouldn't even care. She'd just go back to playing the video games or something. uh, she's probably sleeping right now. It should be like late night, right now, right? Should be. I'm messing up this line, by the way. Fucking. Um, yeah, it should be like. What time is it like in Malaysia? Like it should be like 3 a.m. or something. Pretty sure Boya is awake because Boya is out of a freaking mind. How's everyone else doing? Everyone doing good? Everyone doing great? So by any chance, do you like playing games in your free time? I do play games, but I the way I play games, okay, is pretty wild. Okay, so I animate, right? Now, you know when you're animating or whenever you're rendering, so basically your PC has to process the scene that you do, and that takes time. So like, and when that's happening, I can't do anything else on my PC because it's obviously I don't want to disturb the render. I want the scene to complete. So normally during my render times of my scenes, that's when I play games because there's nothing else I can do. Um, but I have started also editing my videos on my phone now. When that happens, until I get like a second PC or something, then I don't have to worry about that, and I just work while the things are rendering. But otherwise, I have one PC, so I have to deal with that. Um, if you want to know what game I'm playing currently, I'm playing Tekken. Okay, because I want to get back into Tekken games. I used to play a lot of Tekken. I used to be in Tekken tournaments, Street Fighter tournaments. I used to play like I used to go out there and battle the shit and beat the living crap out of people. You know, in the video game, of course. I wouldn't do that in real life unless I had to. But otherwise, I went out there. I whooped some Street Fighter ass, whooped some Tekken ass. I used to go out there, just beat the living crap out of those players, and then yeah. So I was pretty because I think you know what, I can understand because I'm a very competitive person. I like competition, and the thing is, I just love competitions. It displays. I think it's a way of me displaying my skills. Imposing my will upon people. Now I'm kidding, but like, but like it's I don't know. I just enjoy like that battle aspect. You know, I don't know, like just displaying our skills. We're the best person to win. That type of thing. I love that shit. And I find and through those competitions I've always made friends. I've always like because I don't know, I found people that I click with more. So like um not necessarily that I want to, it's just like that happens, because like when you battle it out to someone, like normally it's a guy thing. Like when you battle it out for someone, you normally just like you get that camaraderie afterwards. I don't know what it is, but it's just like guys, we beat the shit out of each other, and we immediately we're like friends afterwards. We're like, man, that was a good punch you threw. It's just like, I don't know, it's weird. It's a weird thing. Are you in GTA? Let me tell you something about GTA, my friend. GTA is how I met my wife, okay? That's how I met my wife, technically, because that's how we met each other, and then the rest is history. You know what I mean? So like GTA, it'll be cool to sit down and maybe like on an anniversary, like me and my wife play GTA together or something. That will be cool. It'll be a cool throwback. That's something that I think we should do. I didn't actually mention that to her. I should actually let her know. I do have GTA on my PC. I haven't played it in a while, because I haven't played games in years, not since I started making comics, but now I have TOTK. Might ruin my life. That's the new Zelda game, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the thing is I've never really I've known about Zelda and stuff like that, and kind of like the base storyline and exactly, and I know Link, and obviously I think the princess name is Zelda. So like I know the bare minimum. And then like the rest of it just kind of like I don't know. I haven't been that into Zelda. I'm more into competitive like online fighting games. That is like my thing. That is like my I love that shit. I love games that I don't have to spend that long on. Like fighting games, I get in there, beat some ass, I can get out of a match immediately. Like I'm in there, there's no like real like storyline that's like takes up like 100 hours of gameplay. I just get in there, display my skills, whoop some ass, and then I'm out. That's why I like fighting games. It's quick. In there, out. I did what I need to do. I can go back to animating. You know what I mean? And that's why I love fighting games, because if I'm oof, if I'm really invested in a storyline, oh my god, like that's the one. Like I'll be on that game forever, you know, and like I'll just be wasting my time, my life, basically, in the sense that I could have used that time to animate or work on something, and that's why, like, whenever I play games, I would rather stream it, because then I'm actually doing something with that game. I'm actually providing content for you guys. I'm providing content to people. I'm actually doing work, you know, in the sense of streaming. So I don't like playing games myself unless I'm playing with friends. You know, we're playing a little friendly competition game. But then again, it's kind of like the fighting games, in and out. You know, yeah, I don't like sitting too long in a game. That's just the thing. You know, I feel like I could have been doing something else. You know, and then I get irritated sometimes. Like that's why sometimes if I do intend to play a game, I normally set a timer. I say, okay, I'm gonna play this game for about an hour. Let's say an hour, 2 hours, and then I'm gonna head back to work and do what I have to do. Um, and I set the timer. That's why, like, it takes forever for me to finish a game. People like have already like played, clocked the entire game, finished it, and then I'm still like on level 3. You know, because like I don't have time for all that shit. I gotta finish what I need to finish. You know, and people's always like, how do you finish your shit so quick? It's because that's the only thing I'm working on. I'm not working on anything else. I'm not playing any games. You know, I'm not doing any extra stuff in between. I'm just working on my craft, my animations, my comics. That's what I'm working on, building my brand, stuff like that. You know, because that's what I enjoy the most, actually. Comics, like video games and stuff like that, it's normally just taking a break from that, because my body gives up on me, because my hands can only handle so much work and whatever, you know. And then I have to take a break because my hands are like little bitches and they just give up on me. I'm like, God damn it, hands. Fine, we'll take your break. Take a break, play some games or whatever. Stretch out my fingers, whatever. Because then I can bash it on the controller, stretch it out a bit, you know, get it warmed up, and I come back to work. So yeah. Yes, maybe it's our obsessive brains. I shouldn't play immersive games either. I get too into it. Yeah, that's the thing. Because I have a obsessive mindset. I do have obsessive mindset. I don't have to say sometimes. I just do. And I basically, although I will say this, I do have great control over, like, I have a great sense of like pulling myself away of something. Like if I'm too invested in something and I'm too into it, and I see that like it's just messing me up, and it's not good for me. I'm very good at like just pulling myself up out of that situation, you know, and just moving on from that, and just like, you know, taking a break from that. It happens to me in the mornings as well. I kind of do this thing where, like, for instance, like in the mornings, I'm sleeping in bed. Like, it's quite cold now in South Africa. It's like winter. So I enjoy the warmth of the bed. I'm laying there, you know, I want to stay in bed, but then it's prayer time in the morning and I got to wake up for prayer time. So I force myself awake and I go do what I have to do and I can come back to bed again. But you know what I do? I just stay up. I work on my animations. I work on whatever I have to do. I go sleep early, you know? So, like, I have a very good sleep schedule and I kind of try to stick to it as much as I can, because that's the best thing. Your health is the best thing. Just keep on to that. You know, do some exercise here and there. I kind of work on schedules and, you know, make sure that I have some structure to my life, because if you don't have structure to your life, it's just chaos. You're gonna be off in, you know, who God knows where. recently, recently I've been playing RDR2. Audio Resident. You talking about? I don't know what's RDR2. Red Dead Redemption 2? Is that what it is? I think that's what it is, right? I don't know how 2 hours go by so fast. I need to make my time sorted for all of these things. But we have 57 minutes left on the battery, so that's cool. Oh, so we're gonna have to. Well, the stream is gonna cut it close, man. So we're gonna have to end the stream at about, what time is it now? So maybe in the next 45 minutes we're gonna have to, because then the battery is gonna run out. We're gonna have a power. Currently, by the way, Jess, currently I am in load shedding. The power's out. There's no power here. Right now I'm working on my generator, my EcoFlow, power bank here. Power's gone. It doesn't look like it because I have a nice light here, shining in my face. But like the power, this is complete blackout outside. There's no lights in the streets, So that's currently what's happening right now. What is the time there? It is 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Damn, it's good. Yeah, it's good. It's good to have a schedule. You got to keep yourself organized. Got to keep things going. You got to keep it ready to go. Damn, I should have started the stream earlier. I realized that I should have started earlier. Would have had my time with you guys. You finally got a generator going. Nice. Now I've always had this one since 4 months now. I think I have it for 2 months. I've always had this one. That's why I could join the art jams and all those type of things because I had power. So I've always had this one. I'm getting me another generator to power the entire house. So I'm getting me something to power my house. This is just powering my PC alone. PC monitors and a light. PC monitors and a light and my Wi-Fi. That's the only thing that's powering right now. And I have 56 minutes left on the clock here. It says exactly when the power's gonna go. I think 10 minutes before it goes out, I will switch it off because then once I turn off all the PCs and whatever, I'll have at least another hour with my Wi-Fi. So then at least we have Wi-Fi, It's 12:30 here. So I'm gonna go sleep now. Thanks for clearing the doubt of legal issues. No problem, man. Keep up the great work. Always keep things going. Hope you get some good rest, man. Get some good sleep in there. And yeah. Don't worry, man. Get some sleep in. Hopefully you do well in the contest as well. Shout out to you, man. Is this there? Flip. Shit. I did everything on the same layer. Great. That's fine though. I can just move it. At least his hair is on a different layer. I can just move the pants to a different layer quick. That's why I love this. Vector layered system in Blender. Where the fuck? Head body. Gotta move this to the body. Body lines, because I'm not focusing on that. That's why. But that's normally that's the name of the game when you're streaming. Good night, pigs. Hell yeah. I think I read somewhere that your government was discussing giving you tax incentives to buy solar panels finally. Yeah. But here's the thing, Like I don't think I'll get solar panels. I don't think I will. Because I don't know. I feel like maybe in the future. Maybe I'll get solar panels in the future if it does benefit me. Right now I'm getting me a petrol generator because petrol's fine. And then I had the smart idea of using my car battery to power my other generator here. Because the car battery pushes out so much power. You don't even realize how much power that thing pushes out. So if I get another car battery, I hook it up to here. Then I work off that, and then I just switch the batteries out whenever I go driving somewhere, whatever. So that refuels, that obviously charges the power of the battery through the car. And so I just keep doing that, and I just, funnel it. I just keep switching it out like that. And that will also be a great way to actually power everything. So yeah. But then I'm getting me the other generator, which will power the entire house, and then we will be sorted. I don't even, then I don't even need solar panels or whatever, because then the petrol generator will sort that out. And then, yeah, man. I have a lot of, and that way I would have like 3 alternative power sources for the house. So that way I'll always have power, and that way I can always work on shit, because I don't want to, the times, when I didn't have these power supplies and I had to sit in the dark and I couldn't work on anything, it kind of irritated me. I was like, fuck, can't do anything. Can't do anything. I almost lost my mind. So now, I mean, me and my wife both almost lost our minds, you know. But no power will do that to you. Um, but hopefully the power situation eases up a bit because I heard there's a few what do you call it? Is it generators or is it transmitters, whatever. Look, whatever it is that powers the country. There's a few of it that's coming back online in the next month or so. So the country will have more power, which means we won't have as much load shedding as we're having now. So we'll have probably like only 2 hours of load shedding a day, which is absolutely fine. Like I can live with that. But freaking hell, like right now we on stage 6 on and off, which means 6 hours of power gone a day. So like, oh, in this case, actually 8 hours of power gone a day. So yeah, as much as you like to work, I'm sure that drove you nuts. Yeah, it's yeah. It's not just that I couldn't work. It's like I barely could do anything, you know. But more specifically, it was yeah, work because freaking hell, man. I was like, jeez. And especially like with my actual animation work that I do, you know, a lot of the times we would have to work in the hours because during those times we didn't have the power. So I have to work it in, which means it bleeds into my other scheduling of other stuff that I plan to do. So we would have to plan around the hours. But now that I have my generator and everything, like it's just like I work when I'm supposed to work and I don't have to put in extra hours most of the time. Obviously, now and then I still have to put in extra hours because that's just the way animation works. But yeah, man, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Pretty sure for anyone in like a first world country, that's probably they would probably lose their minds if they came over. I heard there was this person. I don't know where they're from, but they came over here. Um, was in a YouTube video I was watching. She came over here. She had no idea about load shedding, like the power just switching off, right? She had no idea about it. And then she came over here and the power just blew, just load shedding, entire area off. And she was freaking out. And it was freaking hilarious. I love it when foreigners come over here and they just don't know about it. They're just like, what? The power's just off? What? And we're in a high crime area? What? And then, you know, it's just absolute panic. And it's funny. It's just, I don't know. I find it hilarious. Hey, Boya. Speaking of the devil, we spoke about you earlier. So, like, here's Boya now. Like I said, she's completely out of her mind, you know. Yeah, she is, you know, at like whatever time she came in at this point, you know. It's probably like 3 a.m. But, you know, where she's at right now. It's probably like 3 a.m. for Boya. But here she is. And that's what I expect about Boya, you know. She's ready to work whenever she needs to. Okay, she's coming here. Well, I don't know if she's working, but she's here for the chainsaw stream. You wouldn't know if I didn't talk to me. Yeah, yeah, you wouldn't know about it. Like, yeah, gotta be careful about that. Any foreigners listening, like, you gotta be careful when you come over here. Okay, you don't want to be in a specifically a high crime area, and the power goes out. You don't want to be in those areas because you will get your ass robbed. You know, you have to understand, man. Especially like for dark skinned people in the dark. Nah, they're coming for your ass, okay? Just know that. It's camouflage, perfect camouflage for them. They're coming for your ass. You gotta get out of there. Even for people like me, like I'm not really that dark skinned. I'm quite light skinned, but I'm dark enough to where I can sneak up on your ass. Okay, you gotta be careful about that shit. Okay, you might get robbed. I might just rob you for the love of the game. You know, you coming to South Africa. You know, you're new to the place. I'll show you around. Maybe take some cash from you. You know, it's the name of the game. Okay, it's initiation for you coming over to South Africa. You know, you have to at least get robbed once. It's just what it is. You know. And your first time getting robbed, we'll be nice about it. You know, we won't Won't be hostile about it. It's just what it is. It's what it is. Don't blame me for any robbings, guys. It's the way it is now. What am I doing again? I am separating the thingies. Okay, that's on a different layer. This is on a different layer. This is on a different layer. These aren't supposed to be on a different layer. These must be on the other layer. Okay, these moving to body layer. And I would have been done with the scene already. It's just, you know, streaming and animating just it just takes its own time. She's not over. I regret searching up Achilles tendon surgery. And why are you searching up Achilles tendon surgery at like 3 a.m. in the morning, Boya? Like, what was going on over there? Did you have to look at it for work? Sounds gross. Oh yeah. Boya works. Oh yeah, she works on the anatomy body part, the human body. Boya works for on the human body. So, oh, okay, I understand now. I understand that. I'm pretty sure you should be used to that type of stuff already, Boya. I mean, by now. I mean, how long you been doing this? Uh, Eyes tearing. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the bright light in my eyes here, but it's fine. See what I'm saying? My body just gives up on me. It's like, stop being a bitch. Let me finish this animation, man. God damn. How much power we have left? Eh, we have 40, 40, 41 minutes left of power. Okay, good. Okay, so I think at around 9:40 I'll end the stream. I think, yeah. So we have about another half an hour left. So I think I'll do that. Fortunately, that's just what has to be done. Okay, we have that. We have the head. We have the. I thought Boya only drew dicks. I thought that's what she did. Didn't know she do other things as well. I'd hold up. I kind of messed that up. Hold up. Yeah. So this should be only the hair should up. Body. Body. Okay. Only the hair should be here. Yeah. That's about right. Okay. How's everyone else? God, I'm burping a lot. Nope, I was listening to a podcast where someone drank an antibiotic for UTI, and one of the side effects is your ankle tendon getting ruptured. Oh, curiosity got the best of me. Damn it, boy! You gotta stop being so curious. That's what you gotta stop doing. You gotta stop looking up shit. That's a weird side effect. Yeah, it's kind of weird though. Thank antibiotic for UTI. So like, you just take an antibiotic and you like tendon exploded. Like, how does? That's a weird thing. Was it like instant? That'd be even weirder if it was like instant explosion of or well rapture. You know, I'm just imagining like a tendon exploding. That's what I'm remembering. That's what I'm kind of thinking of. You know, just boom, just popped right out there. Imagine that. You just took like a boy just out here trying to be traumatized. Yeah, it's kind of like you're asking for it, boy. Anyway, let me color the hair in. Hairlines, headline. Oh, that's the headline. It's the hairline. Okay, just cut off, make it cleaner. Clean this up a bit. Clean this up a bit. Yeah, that line's fine there. Yeah. Got Luna's crazy hair. And we can fill that up. You're going to see why I separated these. Because it's just going to be easier to animate it. Yeah, hairline. Yeah. There we go. There we go. That's the hair. Doesn't have to look pretty. It just has to just has to look like hair, and it just has to be kind of consistent somehow. You're gonna only see this frame for like these frames for like 1 second, so it doesn't have to look good. Just 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 good enough. Just good enough. Okay, it's fine. Where is the blue? Oops. Just do that. This blue part of the hair always is like, I normally just could actually just do that. This will be the easiest way to do it. Just fill it in. Yeah. I'll just bring the lines forward, cover it up. Uh-huh. Yeah, so all I have to do now is just finish this animation, it just gave me the voiceovers. I did my voiceover, she did hers. I think that was the only thing I was really waiting on. Everything else I just have to do it now. Just have to get out there, and then I kind of have to comp it together. And God, like these animated scenes, they don't look as impressive like on their own, but when I put them together, like man, it looks, oh, chef's kiss. It looks amazing. Like you know, like man, I'm just good at animation, man. Like god damn, it looked good. I was like, what the hell? It's kind of like one of those things, when you do something, you're like, it doesn't look cool up close, and then you kind of step back for a bit, and you're like, oh, interesting. Kind of did a good job here. What happened? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm awesome. Maybe that's why it worked out. Huh? That half draft looked pretty cool. Oh. Oh, well, then your mind is about to be blown for when I actually release this thing. Your mind's gonna, your little mind, your little infant mind is just gonna explode. That's what's gonna happen. Little baby minds gonna blow up. That's what's gonna happen. But I don't know. Jess is not an infant. She's quite old. So I don't know. Your little granny mind. I'm gonna blow your little granny mind, Jess. That's what's gonna happen. Hold up. Hold up. Deselect. Don't talk to me like you Ethan Beck. Yeah, gonna blow your little baby minds. I will talk to you like I'm Ethan Beck. I will do it. Man, I haven't watched that guy's videos in a while. Is he even last did I ever watch one of his videos, you know? Oh, only Ethan is allowed to speak to me that way. Yeah, until I get to that position, Jess, then you have no choice but to listen to my nonsense. Into the back. There we go. The hair is done. Now for the face, the fascicles. Oh wait, the hair should be behind the head. Should be behind the head. That's the head, right? Yeah, that's the head. Okay. Fortunately, Ethan isn't here to tell you how much of an infant mind you have, you know. So like someone has to do it, you know. And I feel like as an animator, you know, you gotta pay respects to the guy. So someone has to do it. Someone has to do it. The head of an art director, the head of a what? The head of art director I worked with with commissions comic. He gave me revisions and it was beautiful. My draft looks like a pebble compared to his gem layout revisions. Well, that's just what it is, you know. It's just yeah, you know, some people's stuff just looks really good, like way better than other people's stuff, mine included. You know, if you ever get the chance to see like an actual like pros work and sit with a pro, you'll really see how how much you suck, and then you'll be like, damn, you know. But but you have to realize that also one day, if you keep up, you know, the pace, if you keep up your work ethic and you keep up everything, eventually you're gonna be in that position as well. You know, it's not gonna take. It might take longer, might take less time. It just depends. But you know, shouldn't give up on that. One day I'll be in a position where I'm gonna be, you know, people's gonna look at my work and be like, damn, Chains work is out of this freaking world, you know, and that's it's gonna happen because if I keep at this pace, eventually I'm gonna get to that spot, you know. Eventually, might not be there now, but I'm gonna get there. Whether people like it or not, you know, I'm getting there. Once I get there, you know, you're gonna look at my work like that, you know. Even though as an artist, you always want to improve, so you're gonna keep looking at your work and just be like, I could be better, yeah. But what a lot of artists don't do is also recognize their awesomeness. You gotta recognize your awesomeness. You know, you gotta recognize that. Oh damn, I did very well actually this time. And yeah, you know, you got to do that. A lot of artists don't do that. They very critical of their work in a sense that it's almost degrading to themselves. You gotta look at your work and kind of pat yourself on the back. You said I did a good job. Did a really good job this time. And you know, sometimes you really want to saccharide yourself. You know, you can shoot yourself up to the ceiling and say, you know, I'm freaking awesome. You know, you can shoot yourself all the way to the top if you want, but just don't stay there. And some artists do that shit. They shoot themselves all the way to the top and they don't come back down. You know, they're just levitating up there. You know, you gotta come down. You gotta come down. You gotta, you know, come down, touch the grass. You know, lick the floor, whatever you have to do. You know, you gotta get back down here. You know, you just don't stay up there. Some artists just don't know how to do that as well. You know. It's all about balance. You know, you gotta know when you're awesome. You gotta know when you suck. You gotta know. You know. You gotta know. You know. You gotta know. You know. It's all about balance. Shit. I kind of. How's this guy's chin working? Oh, there we go. It's all about the balance. That's one thing that I think, you know, I was hammered into me as well. Lick the floor is the best art advice I've ever heard. Yeah, you gotta taste the gravel, you know? You gotta get in there. Gotta lick the floor. Gotta do it. You can't be up all the way in Cloud Town and expect, you know, to be humbled. You know, if you're all the way up there, you're just never gonna see what's down here. And you're never gonna realize how good you really are. Or what you can achieve. Or where you started from, you know. You're gonna lose yourself. You're gonna get lost in the sauce. You can't get lost in the sauce. You gotta know where you were before the sauce, you know, before you even had any sauce, you know. You gotta know where you were. And you gotta look at where you wanna go, and you gotta know where you are. That's what has to happen. Otherwise, you're just gonna get lost. You're not gonna know what the hell's going on, and you won't be able to find yourself. Then what? Then you're gonna look at Big Daddy Chains, and you'll be like, Chains, Big Daddy Chains, help me, please. I don't know where I am. I'm lost in the middle of the woods. I'm only in my underwear, and there's nothing else here that I can eat or drink. I'm stuck here. Please help. And you know what? Big Daddy Chains might leave you there. I might leave you in the hoods. I might leave you there alone, you know? So you can learn about it. You can learn from it, you know? Might just let you suffer a bit, you know? Might just let you, you know, lick the gravel, lick the floor, you know, while you're there, you know, eat some grass, you know, survive, you know? And then maybe I might lend you a hand. But you gotta be in that situation. You gotta know it. You gotta know what it feels like. You know, you gotta get in that tough situation to know how good you really have it. That's what you gotta do. But I haven't actually drank any of my coffee. It's just like shit, spilling coffee on myself. Great, and I have coffee in my beard. Nice, cool. That I tell you what though. I tell you what though, I made it look awesome, didn't I? I made it look the coffee fell. I made it look cool though. I will admit that. Okay. Okay. That's enough coffee. How much? 20 minutes left of power, which means I have 10 minutes left of streaming. Oh god, I wish I could have streamed much longer. But here's this. My president went to Ireland, I think, and gave a speech saying we were going to lick the world. So he supports your message. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Shout out to that guy. Shout out to Big Man America. Shout out to that guy. Uh is that Donald Trump or is it Joe Biden? I don't know. I don't keep up. Joe Biden is the president now. So was it him who said he's gonna lick the world? It's pretty wild. But I like his style. I like it. Gotta lick the world. Gotta lick the ground, you gotta lick the world. Just as long as you don't lick the people. Don't lick the people. Some people don't like being licked. You know, you gotta. And some people like being licked too much. So you gotta stay away from that. Lick the ground, lick the world. That's where you draw the line there. You know what I mean? You could, you could, you could maybe lick your cat. You could do that. You could lick the cat because cat like, you know, they lick themselves. So maybe they won't mind it. Might not mind it. Especially if it's your cat. Don't go licking other people's cat now. Please don't do that. You might get your eyes scratched out or something. Try it at least once with your cat. How about that? Try it at least once. I know it sounds Trumpy, but that was Biden. Biden, Trump, you know, I feel like, I don't know, a lot of from what people have said, they kind of, in a way, they're the same. They're the same. They're like two different sides of the same coin. You know what I mean? I don't know. They both like have the goofy moments. So I don't know. You know, there's one guy falling upstairs. There's other guy saying you will grab, you know what, and I don't know. Both wild characters, and it's quite entertaining. I will say that. Um, Actually, you probably don't remember George Bush, but if I didn't know, I would have guessed he said that. Yeah, I don't know much about the bushes. I don't know much about them. The only bush I know in Africa is like the ones I see. So I don't know. I don't know about them. I don't keep up with the politics. I just, you know, got my own shit to deal with over here in South Africa. So like, yeah, you know. So I just look at outside exactly what's going on by my house. Make sure the problems are sorted, and yeah, we handle that. We handle it. You know, we handle what we need to handle. Shout out to the people on TikTok. How you guys doing? We coming up. I think I'm gonna end the stream on TikTok. Thanks for everyone joining on TikTok. I'm gonna end here because I'm gonna have no power, and obviously you're not gonna see what's going on because the lights are gonna be out. So I'm gonna turn it off here. I'll see you guys on TikTok here. See you guys. Okay. And there we go. Bye. Okay. For you guys on YouTube, you have about 6 minutes. You have about 6 minutes. That's what we have. I have 30% on my phone as well, which is another issue. Hopefully the power kicks on immediately at 10. Otherwise, uh, we screwed. Uh, how much? Exactly 15 minutes now, which means 5 minutes for you guys on stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. I feel like this has been a wild stream. I went all over the place. But I would say that there's some pretty good highlights in the stream that I can edit and shove it on my shorts and shove it on my Insta and shove it on my TikTok. So yeah, that's cool. I'm glad I actually talked all of nonsense because then I have content, you know, content that might rub people the wrong way. And you know what? Might get some clout. I'm gonna I'm gonna throw some ads at Uning, you know, because we did talk a lot about her in the stream. We even talked about a disease named after her. So you know, throw a couple ads out there. You know, she's gonna be like, Chains, what the fuck? But you know, it's what we do. Will an Asian grandma show up and hit me? I don't know, Jess. I don't know. It's only one way to find out, you know. Just wait and see if it actually happens. Yuning is such a Asian like grandma. Like, oh, my finger hurts, my back hurts. I don't feel like doing this. Actually, I must add, I don't know if I can do an old Asian accent. Like, no, I don't think I can mix the two. How would that even sound? Should I keep it? I'm gonna attempt it. Let me attempt it. Boya is Asian, so Boya. You can judge. Let me know how this is. Okay. Let me figure. Let me think. Koza. No. No. But she's Chinese. She is like she's Chinese. So like, how does the Chinese accent sound? Bro, I'm from South Africa. I don't know what the fuck that sound like. Probably sound like the most racial, like racist version ever. So like, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna practice it overnight, and we're gonna see if I get a good Asian grandma accent going for the art jam, because I have. Oh shit! So the switch off, guys. I gotta